Hello. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about how you can make a Google slide for today's assignment. So when you go to our Google Classroom, you'll want to click on the assignment. You can get to it from the stream or from classwork. We're looking for Geography Day 4. Then you'll click View Assignment. And you can see, hopefully, that there is the slideshow for you to watch, which hopefully you've already done, and then your work. All right, so I have started the Google slide for you to fill in. So over here where it says your work, you're going to click on that. It's already got your name on it. So when you click that, it'll open up your Google slideshow for you to edit. Okay, and I'll show you in just a second some different things you can do with Google Slides. So when you are finished editing it, you're going to turn in. Most of you have been doing a very good job of that. Some of you are still trying to share it. You don't have to share it with me. When you turn it in, it's just like handing in a paper in class. Okay? And then I'll return it to you with the grade on it for a second. And you can just exit out of that tab. But you always want to make sure you go back to the Google Classroom. And we're going to click Turn In. Okay, so right underneath of our work, once we've made it how we want it, we're going to turn in. Click that. It's purple in this classroom, but click that button to turn it in. All right, now let me show you a couple of quick things in Google Slides. The first thing you want to do is, well, when a teacher gives you a paper, what's the first thing they always tell you to do? Put your name on it. So when you're doing a Google Doc or a Google Slide, this up here is where you will see the name of the document. Okay, so yours should already have your name on it. It'll say first name, last name, where in the world. So just double check that. And then over here on the left-hand side, you can see a list of the different slides in your presentation. And the first one says type your name here. So when you're ready to type on it, you're going to double click. You may have to do it a couple of times to get everything highlighted, and then we're going to delete, and we're going to type our name. Make sure that it's capitalized. Now, I have some notes down here. These are called speaker notes at the bottom of the page. I don't actually know if you can see them on yours or not, but I hope so because I tried to remind you about capitalization. And when you present your slideshow, your audience is not going to see those notes. Okay, so it's just like little reminders for yourself. But type your name, and then you can move on to the next slide. My planet, type the name of our planet here. Same thing. You're going to double click a few times to highlight everything, delete, type the answer. Oh, it's Earth? Earth, not Mars. Okay. Well, anyway, there's your answer. It is Earth. And you're just going to go through the different slides just like that, typing your answers, making sure they're spelled right and they're capitalized, all that good stuff. And then that's pretty basic. That's all you really have to do. And then you can exit out and turn it in. But you guys are creative, and I know you can do way more than this. All right, so play around with it. I'm going to show you a few things you can do, but the sky's the limit. You guys can really make these pretty cool. So one thing I like to do are backgrounds, and you can click over here to do that. Now, you can keep it basic and just make it a certain color. I can make it blue. Over here, you can see that I've only changed one slide to blue. But if I want to add it to the theme, it will make all of them blue. Okay? And I can be done with that if I want to. Let me try this next one. Here's another way you can do backgrounds. Choose image. So this is similar to when you guys submit pictures for your assignments. You know how you insert an image. So you could click camera and take a picture and make that your background. But I like to do Google image searches, and you can find whatever you want. So I'm just going to type Earth background. Let's see what comes up. Cool. Here we go. So we've got all kinds of different pictures we could use. I'm just going to insert the first one. Give it a second. Done. Okay, cool. But now my words aren't really showing up very well. So double click your words so they're highlighted. And we're going to need to change that. So let me show you how to change your color of your text. This little A up here says text color. When I click that, all these different colors pop up. So I'm just going to choose white. That way it'll be nice and easy to see on the background. Okay, so that looks better. Or Let's change this one. Maybe I would like my words dark. I can change the background of this box so that they'll stand out. And that's this little paint bucket up here where it says fill color. So maybe I'll make my background white and leave the words dark. And then you can just resize this text box by dragging the corners to make it a little bit smaller so we can actually see the picture we put in there. Okay, so you can do backgrounds, you can do text colors, you can do fill colors if you want to fill the text box with the white. You could also, let me show you one more thing, insert an image. Maybe you don't want the whole background to be the earth. You can search the web and search for images. Maybe I want to search, oops, I just like the word search. I meant to type earth. There we go. And okay, cool. So maybe I want to use this picture. Insert, give it a second, and there it is. So I can make it bigger or smaller by dragging the corners and move it wherever I want it to go on this slide. Okay, so there's just a few things you can do, but you guys, there's so much more you guys can do. I know how creative you are. You are not going to break it if you want to fool around with some things. Here's my best friend, edit, undo. Okay, so if you mess something up, it is no big deal. No big deal at all. Maybe I decide I don't really like where I put that. Edit, undo, and it moves it back a little bit. Edit, undo, moves it back to where I first had it. So undo is my best friend and probably will be yours too. So that's one step you can do if you've accidentally deleted something, or what if you've gotten rid of a whole slide? Oops, edit, undo, no big deal. Okay, but play around with it, get creative. Look at this last one where it says my address. Maybe you guys could even figure out a way to put a picture of your house on there. That could be extra credit. How about that? You don't have to do all this fancy stuff, but I want you to get creative and kind of play around with it. I think the assignment itself is pretty easy, but I want to see what you can do with Google Slides as well. So if you need some help, give us a call. We're happy to help in any way that we can. Make sure you click turn in when you are finished, okay? Turn in, mark it as done, submit, whatever it asks you to do. And you guys have been doing a great job, so let's keep up the good work and call me if you have questions.